such a nice day. But anyway, GFX 100 RF. I have never heard about this camera. Why? I have no idea. And the funniest thing, I own GFX 50S2, which is basically the same lineup. But for some reason, I've never heard about this camera. And I am very mad about this. Why? Because this camera is my dream camera right now. Because this is the first camera in my entire life that takes pictures that I don't need to edit. I mean, look at those colors. Zero editing on this picture. Zero. The same goes for this one. Zero editing on the picture. And there is no preset. I didn't use those film simulations or anything. That's like a default JPEG. Nothing else. And look at those colors. I mean, yes, of course, it's autumn, it's October, and the colors outside are just magnificent. But you know what I'm talking about. This is just stunning. And I'm talking about that as a person who owns two more FujiFilm cameras. As I said, GFX 50S2 and X100VI. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This one beats them in a second, in a heartbeat. And long story short, this camera is basically if GFX 100S2 and X100VI had a child. Because this camera is basically a compact version of my main camera. And I don't know about you, but I'm gonna call this camera X100VI on steroids. What I like about this camera? First of all, it is compact camera. This is the main problem with my main GFX camera. It is way too big, especially with my Mitacon 60mm. Every time when I need to take my GFX camera with me, I know that I need to have a bag. But this, yeah, it's not a pocket camera, of course, because, you know, if I try to put it in my pocket, okay, yeah. I actually can't put it inside of my pocket, so probably we can call it a pocket camera. So, it is almost as compact as my X100VI, but more powerful than my GFX camera. How about that? Huh? And I really want to call this camera a perfect camera because I really want to do that, especially after those shootings that I had. All of the pictures that I took, they're just stunning. This is the first time in a very long time when I really enjoyed taking photos, just taking random pictures of anything, of leaves, of some lakes. I was like a little kid. Everything looks so stunning on the screen of this camera that you want to take pictures of everything. Everything you see, like, yeah, this is sick. This is probably the closest you can get to the film cameras. I mean, to the medium format film cameras. And this is serious because medium format film cameras are huge, 6x6 frames. And I really want to call this camera a perfect camera, but I cannot. And I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, you cannot change the lens, which makes it even more similar to the X100VI, I know. It has 35mm lens. In my opinion, it is a little bit too wide for the portraits. And yes, I would love to have this possibility to change the lens when I need to. And yes, I know it probably may affect the compact aspect of this camera. But let's imagine if Fuji would produce the same compact lenses but different focal length. I mean, that would be just a heaven for any photographer. But the second thing I don't like about this camera is the price. I mean, average price for this camera is $7,000. Which is really a lot. I mean, it's almost the same price as I pay for my car. Car camera, you see the difference? So yeah, it's really a lot, and it's way off my budget and many other people's budgets. Goddamn expensive camera. And I don't understand why it is so expensive. I mean, I can understand why GFX lineup is expensive because it's medium format digital cameras, but I don't believe that it should be that much more expensive than the X100VI, because I'm gonna remind you that X100VI has half of this camera's sensor. But for some reason, X100VI costs much less than this camera, not half of the price. So this is a serious question to the Fujifilm. Why the hell is it so expensive? I mean, yes, this camera is gorgeous, but not for $7,000. Yes, I want to have this camera because it's stunning. As I said, I've never tried any camera like that, especially digital. I love it. I love it. I want to steal it because this is not my camera. My friends from the RC photo store sent it to me and they gave me 1 week with the camera. They asked me to not take too many pictures because it's a new camera, which is really sad because I really wanted to take a lot of pictures. And yes, I want to have this camera. It's a stunning camera. The pictures are so nice. I am in love with this camera, but the price is crazy. I mean, I didn't know the price before I tested the camera. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna take it for a ride. Let's see what we have. I took it for a photo shoot. I'm taking the first pictures and I'm like, wow, it is good. Then I come back home, I open it on my PC, and I'm like, how much does it cost? Maybe I'm gonna change my X106 to this one. I'm like, no. The only thing I'm gonna change for this one is my kidney. You know what? I just remembered one more thing that I do not particularly like about this camera. The maximum aperture is 4. And you know what it means. It's gonna be really complicated to take pictures during the night or even at evenings without, you know, the tripod, for example, for $7,000. And this basically gets us back to the first one with the lens. I wish we could use another lens with this camera, because sometimes I wouldn't mind to take pictures during the night, and with this particular lens, I think it's going to be quite challenging. So I think I have just one question to FujiFilm. Who is this camera for? And I believe this is a very good question, because professional photographers will not buy this camera most likely because they cannot change the lens, and we, professional photographers, love to change the lenses on our cameras. What about the amateur photographers? I think this camera is a bit too pricey for the amateur photographers. So the only option I have in mind is this camera is for someone who's very rich and it takes photography as the hobby. You know, nothing serious, just occasionally taking pictures. But I really doubt there are so many people like that. I mean, I have 0 friends that could afford this camera. Well, I don't have many friends, but let's change the phrase. I don't know anyone who could afford this camera. So yeah, FujiFilm. Who is it for? Because I mean, yeah, I love this camera and I would love to have it, but I don't think I'm ready yet to sell my kidney to get this camera. But let's forget about the price for a second. I would say this is the best camera ever made on this planet. I mean it. It looks magnificent. It feels perfect. The quality is just crazy. The colors are stunning. Everything about this camera is just outstanding, except for the price. And with that being said, thank you for watching and see you soon. Jean Black, over and out.